So today we're going to make a functional spreadsheet. I have a request from a young lady all the way from Dallas, Texas, Kyra, her credit consulting company. We're going to build a spreadsheet, and it's going to have formulas and it's going to automatically calculate the utilization percentage of the credit card balances, etc. Like give her a total sum and everything. So this is pretty simple. So let's go into building this. So first, we're going to always skip a line when you're building a spreadsheet because you want to leave room for a column. So you're going to start in line 2. And this is one, so she has customers, so she's going to put her account names above here. So you skip a line, and then to add your titles on the rows, you're going to type it here. So account name. Let's go like it's a title. Okay. To automatically make this row A, because Excel spreadsheets work in columns. So that's column A, and this is row 2. So in order to make this column wide enough so that this whole thing shows in one cell, you're just going to take it where you see the plus sign, and you're going to expand it by double tapping. Okay. Next, she wants to display the balance next to the account name, so we're going to display the balance here. Pressing the next button or the right arrow button on your keyboard will get you to the next cell. So the credit limit, you're going to need, if you want to do or add the utilization of a credit card, you're going to need your balance and the limit on it. Next, you get your utilization percentage. Okay. Double click here. I misspelled here, so let me go back and type it there. Next, you have your open date. This is a request from the customer specifically, so all spreadsheets or financial spreadsheets won't be the same. So sorry, I typed that in the wrong cell. So to make it, like I say, to make the column automatically fit the verbiage or the words here, you just double click and it'll kind of make it automatically fit that cell. So next, you're going to click the open date. You're going to type in open date, whatever the name of the particular item, you just type it in there. Closed date here. Like I say, this is not a general spreadsheet. This is a special request, but you can still learn how to build a functional spreadsheet from this. So next, you want to take the top row here, and in order to add a title or make it pretty, you want to merge and center that top row, and this where you can fill in the row, you can fill it in color, and this is where you make your font a particular color. So I like to make my font black, of course. And there, we're going to pause for a second because something is going on with the computer. Okay, you're going to type in, let's say for this spreadsheet, we're going to name this Kyra's Credit Consulting Company. Okay. If you click in this row here, you can enlarge the writing by pressing just like the grow letters here. And let's make it bold. Let's center. Okay. This here, I like to make my labels bold so that I can tell the difference. So we're going to bold that out there. I did that by pressing Control B at the same time. So under the account name, we're just going to make up some names. Let's say Visa. Go down. Capital One. Next. Let's say Net One. Work One. Let's build Jet. These are just names of particular account or of any accounts that the customer may have. Of course, these will all change here. So, of course, to make this fit, you're going to do what I said earlier and just double click in this space. There you go. Okay. Down here, I'm going to put the word totals, and you'll see when I build later what I'm doing. So I want to add totals here. So even you can make this a different color so that you know you're going to put formulas in this space. So let's put in some sample numbers. 30, limit 500. Let's go down. Let's put they spent $45 out of 500 here. $30 out of 500 there. $45 out of a $300 limit. And 60 out of a $700 limit. And I'll show you a trick. If you want to make this cell the same as this cell, you just take where you see the plus and you hold down the your enter button here, or your mouse, your left hand button on your mouse, and you're going to make sure you have that plus, and you're going to just drag it down. And when you drag it down, these have options, so you can copy the cells, which makes it the same number. If you click fill series, it's going to make it one number above, like 61, 62, 63, 64. So let's go back here and copy the cells. But for this one, let's just drag it down and let's say fill series, just so that you can get the gist of what that looks like. So let's go here and let's enter one formula. So if we want the totals down at the bottom, we want to know what their total balance is of all of their cards. You can see the individual balance, but you want to see the total on all of their what they have total with their balance. So you double click in this row, double click here, press equal and sum, and you want to take your mouse and drag all of that. Double click sum. Let's try this again. You take your number here. You don't have to click here. You can take your mouse and drag from all the way up to all the way down here. And you can either close parentheses and just press enter, or you could have just press enter. Next, if you want to make the sum of this, you can either take that plus, drag it over, and it's going to make this the sum, or you can take double click, because you have to get used to it. The way Excel works is that you are in a particular cell. So the language that this speaks is saying this cell is equal to the sum, double click that, of all of these numbers. And you can press enter and it'll give you the sum of all of those numbers. I'll also show you a cool trick, because sometimes customers may have more accounts than this. So if you want to add a particular account, you can right click and click insert, and it's going to automatically add those formulas for you. Let me show you here. So Sam There we go. Let's say Sam 2. Okay. And we have $30 balance here, $30 balance and a $450 credit limit. Once you click enter, that's going to automatically calculate because you added in a row. So when you add in a row in a midst of rows with formulas that are already calculated, it's going to put that formula in there for you and just include all that information in. So let's go to your utilization percentage, and I'll show you a trick here. So we're going to go in this row here to get the utilization percentage, because the utilization is basically what you're spending or your limit divided by what you've already spent. So here, like I say, the sale really, when you click in a cell and you say equal, it's going to give you, it's going to make that cell do exactly what you want it to do. And so you click here, and to get the percentage, you want to divide the limit by the balance, right? So you can do this. Equals, click that cell, and it's going to highlight. Type in the division sign, and then click that cell and press enter. Let me show you something really cool. If you get the plus sign down here, it's going to carry the formula over all the way here. So for each area, you're going to automatically put the percentage in. So we're going to go over here because we want to show this by percentages. So let's move these over. So let's get the utilization percentage. Remember that when you click in the cell and you press equal, you're just going to make that cell become exactly what you want it to become. So to see exactly how much you are using, or the percentage of utilization you have on your credit cards, you're just basically going to take this cell, and it's going to equal the balance divided by the credit limit. And so press enter. It's 6%. So if you've used a $30, if you have a $30 balance against a $500 limit, it's 6%. So something cool, you take this plus sign, drag it all the way down, and it's going to put the formulas in related to each corresponding cell here, all the way down. This, I want to do a total. So to calculate the total, you want to you drag this all the way down, so you can just plus this all the way down too. That should get you the total. So to check your formula, you double click in the cell and make sure that your B10, so B is your column, row 10. That's how you know which cell it's talking about. So your B10, your total balance divided by your total credit limit here. And it's giving you your total utilization, 8%. That's not bad. So in order to show the people that it's not bad, let's fill it in with it being green. We can even put let's not fill this in. I'll show you something cool afterwards when we close this here. I'm not going to fill that in with green. So let me just put this back here. Okay, let's just fill some numbers in here because we don't necessarily want to do anything with this for this spreadsheet. You see how when I drag that all the way down, it just didn't do anything, but take the numbers all the way down with me. That's pretty neat. So close date, I'm assuming they're still open because they are consolidating and trying to work on their credit. So here we go. Now let's look at this. So you have your spreadsheet built. You have your formulas here. If you want to check your formulas or show your formulas, you can click in Show Formulas. And it'll show all the formulas here. See, it's just expanding it. Okay. So let's make this pretty. Let's go home. To add boxes, let's make a thick outside box here. I'm going to click on that merge cell and do the same thing. This, I want to make sure that those are lined. So, you know what, you can even make this a different color, like fill it in with gray and make that a different color as well. Put the boxes on here. Make it bold. Okay. So something else I want to show you that's really, really cool is conditional formatting. So for conditional formatting, let's put this on here. Let's go to conditional formatting. Sometimes, sorry guys, sometimes it takes me a minute to think of where everything is because Excel is just so robust. So here, let's go to the rules. So let's say greater than. So if it's greater than, let's see your limits. If it's greater than 20%, sorry, let's start that over. There we go. If it's greater than 20%, let's light red fill with dark text. So let's try that. To try it out, let's type in 25 and see what we get. Well, let's try that again. If it's greater than 25%, light red fill, okay. Okay, so we put in exactly 25, so let's put in 26. There we go. There it is. It worked. So now that we know that the conditional format works, we're going to leave this here. And I'm going to show you one more thing. So say for instance, if you want to put all of your customer files in one worksheet. So this can be, let's put my name, Joy Hicks. Okay. If you want to create another worksheet for another customer, you just press plus and name that worksheet Customer B. Let's fix that. Customer. Oh my gosh. How do I spell customer? This is what a master's degree will get you. How about person B? Or C? There we go. So in order not to build this all the way over again, you want to just Control C, click on the next tab, Control V as in Victor, and you can just edit like no, yes, etc. All right. Your spreadsheet is built. When your numbers change, so will those numbers, your formulas. And everything is perfect. And you just save however you like, and that's that.